Now, TVC News is traveling with a delegation to the communities where hundreds have been killed and many more displaced. Our correspondent Godwin Agwam will be giving us more updates as we have them in the course of this bulletin. Now, let's tell you that the visit of the service chiefs is coming barely 24 hours after the Nigerian Senate summoned them and other heads of security agencies for a closed-door interactive session over brutal killings in Plateau State. This followed a motion of public importance moved by Senator Dike Plank, representing Plateau Central Senatorial District. National Assembly correspondent TVC News reports.
In his point of order, Senator representing Plateau Central draws the attention of the Senate to the recent attack on residents of Plateau State in the early hours of Christmas Eve. The lawmakers recounts with deep sadness the incessant attacks on his people, describing it as one death too many. Other lawmakers joined in the condemnation of these killings in Plateau State.
Most of them have also lost their means of livelihood and living in fear of unescapable penury.
What was discovered, that these marauding bandits are not moving with weapons. Those weapons were actually domiciled in some certain locations. All they do is to come and pick them.
If we created the Northeast Development Commission, we are now about creating the Southeast Development Commission. If we want to address the issues of insecurity in the North Central and part of the North, then we must also go to look at the possibility of creating a North Central Development Commission.
If there is only one thing this administration will do differently from the previous administration, one will score the Tinubu administration 100%. I think there is need for us as a nation to carry out a national security summit.
As part of its resolutions, the Senate summoned service chiefs and other heads of security agencies for a closed-door interactive session to get first-hand briefings on this avoidable tragedy and also find out what measures have been put in place to prevent a reoccurrence.
Honorable Naba will ever be remembered for his forthrightness, for his dogged fight for separation of powers between the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary, and he stood firm on that throughout his tenure.
The Senate observed a minute of silence for victims of the deadly attacks. The Senate also mourns the death of former Speaker of the House of Representatives, Gali na Abbas, and Rotimi Akeredolu. There was also a minute of silence to honor the fallen countrymen. Now that the Senate has attended to all matters that needs its attention, it is time to wind down for the year. Plenary has been adjourned to the 23rd of January to allow lawmakers go home to celebrate the new year with friends, families, and constituents. TVC News, Abuja.